Well, good morning, great morning. I like to say great morning and happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you celebrating St. Patrick's Day. I don't have anything green. I'm sorry. I looked around earlier, but this is close to green. All right. So that's all I have right now. So that's the best I can do. But good deal. So hey, send this to some of your friends and people who you like and those who you think would benefit from this leadership talk, about 10, 15 minutes. And we are completing part three of the three C's of leadership, the three C's of leadership, the three C's of leadership. And we talked about a few weeks ago, clarity, right? Knowing your mission and making it clear to others. Knowing your mission and making it clear to others. Very, very important that you know your mission and you make it clear to others. Also, we talked about confidence, right? Confidence. You know, how self-belief shapes leadership. Presence, how you self-believe, believing in you, having confidence. You know, there's a study that came out a few years ago that said over 80% of adults in this country do not have the proper confidence level in order to achieve the dreams they desire to achieve. So, wow. So, you know, confidence is not being arrogant. It's just believing in you. I always say, if you're gonna bet on somebody, bet on you, bet on yourself. Now I bet on the God is in me. I had to say it that way. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry about it. I just had to say it that way. That's Doc Rock. Okay, important. Let me mute this. So hopefully I don't mute you all, so you won't hear it out there. Okay, but anyway, so hopefully that's the case. All right, with you. Now today we want to talk about communication. All right. So the three C's of leadership. Number one is clarity. Number two, is confidence. And guess what? You can do it. If you don't get anything out of what I say today, I want you to know you can do it. Greatness is in you. It's absolutely in you. Now it's in all of us, but it's going to take some work. It's going to take some work to get it out of you. I'm telling you, including myself, right? And today we want to finish up talking about the third C, which is communication. How leaders inspire through words and actions. How leaders inspire through words and action. Because when you master these three C's, you're going to create some vision. You're going to inspire trust, and you're going to drive some action. All right. But we want to talk about today the third C, which is communication. Now, here's the thing with communication. You think you did it. You think you did it. I was just talking to someone in my office a few minutes ago, and we was talking about how some things were relayed and things were not, properly communicated in detail. Communication, I'm telling you, it can be tough, and you got to be very deliberate. You got to be very intentional about your communications, whether it's in words or in action. Right now. Communication is how leaders inspire others through words and action. Leadership is about influence. It's not about a title. Your title don't necessarily make you a leader, make you a manager, but may not make you a leader. Leadership is influence. Is by influence, and influence happens through communication. If you're going to influence someone, it happens through you communicating. Very, very, very important. Now, why is communication? Why communication is critical? Why is it critical in leadership? Dr. Rock, I'm listening to you. Why? Why is this critical? Number one is unclear communication leads to uncertainty, and disengagement. When you're not clear in communication, it leads to people being uncertain and then disengagement. And you want people engaged, right? Because you're going somewhere, you're doing things, and you want people engaged in what you are saying and what you are doing, so we can move the needle. Remember, Doc Rock, I'm always trying to move the needle, get better, 1% every single day. We're not asking you to go 10%, 20%, 100, 1%. That's all I'm asking of myself and asking of you, my friends. 1%, every day. So you can go forward. Another reason why communication is critical is great leaders know how to speak with purpose. Great leaders know how to speak with purpose. They know how to listen actively, and they know how to inspire action. They know how to inspire action. So this is important. You being that great leader has nothing to do with your title. Remember, the little baby at the nursery today is going to lead someone to get the cookie job, right? Everybody's a leader, whether you know it or not. Now, why is communication critical? The third reason is words are powerful. Words have power. Absolutely. Words have power. A single sentence from a leader can spark people to be motivated to go forward and do it great, okay, and find their discipline and purpose, or it can destroy morale. Words have power. They are powerful, okay? So you have to be very careful in the words you say, okay? And you may think that, I'm just saying some things. No, be careful. In your casual conversations, you can joke, have fun, but be careful that does not carry over until when it matters, because it may not matter at that point, but when it matters, it got to matter. And your words have power, ability, efficiency, might. I mean, really is there. So communication is critical, okay, because of the words that we use and that you use. Very, very important. Now, how do you improve? And we're just going quickly through this. And as I say all the time, when we do have seminars, we go deep, we get to the small rocks. But these are some things that will help you, I think, today and tomorrow too. Matter of fact, if you live to see it, and hopefully you do. All right. Now, how do you improve your communication? Now, I'm not here to tell you. Listen. I just took a large company, my team and I, through a whole 3-month process on communication. So we won't do it in the next 6 minutes, but I think I want to speak some things to you that will help you. Number one is how you improve your communication, how to improve leadership communication. I would say is speak with clarity and impact. Speak with clarity and impact. Make your words intentional, right? Remove all unnecessary jargon. Say what you mean what you say. Say what you mean what you say. Get rid of all the unnecessary jargon, okay? And speak with clarity and impact, because you're trying to move the needle. Also, be concise. The best communicators get to their point. They get there quickly and effectively. The best communicators, they get to the point, okay, they get there real quick and very effective. So be concise with what you're saying. Hey, we don't have time for you to go all around the world. Just tell me what you're trying to say. We'll listen, right? Because great communicators are active listeners. They're not trying to listen to give you some rebuttal. They listening so they may learn, so they can communicate back. A lot of people talk. Nothing wrong with talking. Talking and communicating are two different things. When you communicate, you are trying to get something done. You're looking for a response. You're looking for, a reaction back, okay? Talking is maybe talking, and whether they hear you or not doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But when you communicate, it absolutely matters. So you got to be very concise, all right? And you got to get to that point, get to it quickly, and get to it very effectively. Now, the second way to improve your communication, leadership communication, is master active listening. I hit on listening just a minute ago, but great leaders, they listen, okay, then they speak. They don't speak before they listen. Great leaders listen and then speak. People respect leaders, okay, who make them feel like they have been heard. So, when people want to know, did you hear me? Not that you was just listening just to jump in to get your point across. No, did you hear me? Right? Great leaders speak, okay, all right, have great listening skills. They are listening because they respect what others are saying. No matter what rank you are, no matter how you own the totem pole or whatever. No, everyone is important. So when I'm talking to anybody, no matter whether they a part of of API, Vision Excellence Company, Emmanuel Connection, whatever organization I'm in or what I'm doing, I'm listening because I respect what they have to say. And then we will respond. All right. Very, very important. So we talk about, another way is master active listening. Listen to understand. Remember, listen to understand, not just to respond, but to understand what is going on. All right. And then the third way to help you in your leadership communication is communicate through actions, not just words. Communicate through actions, not just words. What you do speaks louder than what you say. Think about that for a second. What you do speaks louder than what you say. I've said this for years. I can't hear what you're saying, for what you're doing speaks so loud, right? So it's not just what you say, it is what you do, all right? Because you got to communicate in your actions. You tell your team that hey team, you are very, very important, but you never acknowledge their work. Your words don't mean anything. You say respect them. You say that they are important, but you never even acknowledge when they do something great. So guess what? Your words don't mean anything. They would say, no, we're not important. He just talking. She just talking. So you got to lead by what you do. Leaders lead by example. If I'm going to lead, if I'm going to communicate something, then I need to be the first to do it. I need to be the first who jump on and say, okay, let's go, right? You got to lead by example. I cannot ask you to show up for a meeting and be on time, and then I am 20 minutes late. Now, every once in a while, we all run late because of different things. I understand that, whether it's the traffic. I'm here in Huntsville, Alabama. Some of you all around the world listening right now. But and traffic has picked up in the Rocket City. Okay. Now we have to plan for that. And every once in a while, maybe, an accident or something. But if you're late every time, you are communicating that it is not important to be on time, whether you saying it or not. Remember, what you do speaks louder than what you say. What I do speaks louder than what I say. That's just the truth, right? So we got to communicate, all right, in what we do. Now, a great example of communication in leadership is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The "I Have a Dream" speech. Powerful example, because he just didn't give a speech. He inspired a movement. It wasn't just a speech. It caused people to do something. A whole movement came. Wow. So what you are saying is it moving people? Do we want to do more? Are we inspired? Do I want to be on your team? How are you communicating? Are you leading by example? Are you asking me to do something you're not doing yourself? Oh, Doc Rock will do it, by example. There are many times, I do certain things and people grabs things from me, or I can do this. And I'm like, no, I'm just leading by example. I want to do this because the servant is the greatest. I love serving, right? I believe in that. So a little reflection before we get out of here. How well are you leading today? Are your words clear? Are they impactful? Are they inspiring? How are you communicating? Very important. Very important. So I want to encourage you to go forward. We have seminars on communication, various things. We'll let you know some things that will be coming up here soon. But call to action here. Hey, so strengthen one of those 3 C's this week. Whether it's clarity, whether it's confidence, whether it's communication. Go ahead and strengthen it. Okay. Go ahead and be intentional about it, right? Because these 3 C's of leadership, clarity, confidence, and communication, will bring you to the next level. If you master them, hey, there's no stopping you. There's no stopping you. So work on one of those. Okay. Keep going forward. All right. You're going to have some failure. Failure is part of success. You fall 7 times, get up 8. Fall 10 times, get up 11. Just keep on getting up. Keep on believing. Keep on trusting. Trusting yourself. You have a team. Okay. Speak to your team. Okay. Trust in your team. Keep going forward. But don't you stop. All right. So next Monday we'll be here same place, same time, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we'll be talking about something different. All right. Share this with as many people as you can. I think they'll get some out of it. All right. No bad days. Remember, you got too much to do. It's St. Patrick's Day. You can't have a bad day anyway. You may have bad few seconds, bad few minutes. Okay, maybe a bad few hours, but you cannot have a bad day. Can't do it. So here it is. It's Super Sunday. Sunday is Marvelous Monday. It's Terrific Tuesday. It's Wonderful Wednesday. It's Triumphant Thursday. It's Fantastic Friday. And it's Successful Saturday. I'm Doc Rock. You join me at the top. Let's go get it. Talk to you later. Let me say this, make it a great week.